Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I have been asked to seek out the leaders of the orcs here in the Underwall. And there are two orc camps here, and I'm to go to each of them, I believe. Go and defeat an Underwall captain. It only says one Underwall captain, so I guess I only need to find one. I I suspect there's one at each of the two camps. Now, I am presuming. Oops, daisy. There you go. Now, we want to go upstairs, I believe, because that sounds like a place where I'm likely to run into some sort of captain. Yeah, look at that. He even has a quest ring on him. An Underwall captain. Is there anyone else here? Nope. Let's see what he has to say. You did us some pretty chase, did you, Hobbit? But now it's the end of the road for you. And me and my boys will bring you back to Moria in pieces. Not in peace, in pieces. You were right to abandon your wizard on that bridge. You would have died with him if you had stayed and fought instead of running away and hiding in the elf woods. But now we found you, and it's the end for you. I think he mistook me for another hobbit. Well, all right. I guess he just has trouble telling one from the other. Can I? Thank you. You let us on free chase, but now it's over. Well, we'll see what's over now. Well, now you're over. So, I guess he mistook me for someone else. That's interesting. Now he's got two of them.
You did it. That's a good job.
You tell Estron what the orc said before the battle, and the lore master shrugs. I don't know what he was talking about, Pine Lore. Maybe he thought that you were someone else? It doesn't matter now, I suppose. Oh, thank you for all your help. I don't need anything else right now, so you can just let yourself out. The southernmost exit from the Underwall should leave you right near the camp that my companions have established. If you would like to help them as you have helped me. And as promised, I did find another friend for you. Thank you. There we go. And I guess I also get a hat on top of that. Actually, it's a pretty substantial upgrade.
You did it. That's a good job.
You have been a good help to me, it is true. What do you think, Mossy? Would Hestel welcome the aid of this hobbit? Oh, yes, I think she would. Then it's decided. You should go to Hestel's camp and see if you can help my friends and with their problems. They do have a lot of problems. They're camped at Parth, Galen, a grassy lawn to the southeast of here, by a small stream that runs from the large lake in the east wall. Alright, so I need to find the camp of Isteron's friends in Parth, Galen. Now, let's go and see if we can find the path to Parth, Galen. I'm sure we'll run into an orc or three along the way. I mean, they've been everywhere else I've gone recently. Let's see. In fact, here is an Uruk. You think we could take him on? There you go. We might as well give our new friend a little opportunity to get warmed up before we have more dangerous situations. And one more Uruk. Then we could head on our way. I see a campsite up above. Perhaps this is the campsite of the people that I seek. Yes. This looks like just the place. Oh, what's this? A pack? The power of the ring to corrupt can drive a wedge even in the staunchest of fellowships. Ooh, I wonder what the story of that is. Look, somebody here left an account of what happened. The Fellowship of the Ring has come to the lawn of Parth Galen, but unless its 8 surviving members can overcome the evils that threaten to divide them, it will go no further. Even now, the One Ring seeks to ensnare another heart. Follow the tracks to Dead Orc Glade and experience. Okay. So, go to... What, we have another shortened account? The next part of the story. The Fellowship's ring has broken. Is it too late for Boromir and Gondor to make up for the madness that seized him near the seat of Amon-Hen? Desperate to save the hobbits from death, he fights the ferocious Uruk of the White Hand with the last of his strength. All right. Okay, is that it for the shortened accounts here? Alright, I guess could find out more later on. Now, I suppose I need to...
Welcome, my friend.
Welcome. Look at that. Complete with Stable Master. They really travel in style.
My name is Rodwin, and I am a champion of Gondor and an adventurer for hire.
Well met, halfling? My name is Rodwin, and I am a champion of Gondor, an adventurer for hire. I have come north from Gondor with my friends in search of glory and coin. Not necessarily in that sequence, but now we've run into, some trouble. Yes, we lost in Quillen not long after leaving Cairandros. He was a minstrel and didn't understand the need for silence at a crucial moment. I presume he was singing or something like that. Our guardian, as staunch a dwarf as I've ever known, has been captured by orcs. And Easterun seems to have just wandered off. He's a lore master, so I suppose we should have expected that. Hey, I'm a lore master. Anyway, I ran into Easterun. He was examining some caves. Well, anyway, Easterun gets interested in the strangest of things. You mean like glowing weeds and stuff like that. And naming cave systems, of course. And tends to follow the interest wherever it leads him, which is usually away. Oh, we could use your help if you offer it. Introduce yourself to Hestiel over there before she goes even more gray with worry. Oh, come speak with me again afterwards, and I'll answer all your questions. Okay, fine. So, and Rodwin is the... Well, all right, so we have here... And this is Hestiel.
Yes? Are you here to help us?
Esther listens to your offer for your aid, and then she curtly nods. Well, we'll see how much help you can be. We ran into trouble not long after we left Cairandros, but that was only the start. These lands were supposed to be deserted, but now they are anything but. Orcs have poured across the river in great numbers, and we find further passage north to be much more difficult than we had planned. And now our guardian has gotten himself captured.
I need everyone to be ready before we can rescue our captive guardian.
Drafty Bloodshield has been a loyal companion and a true through many dangerous days. The very best guardsman I have ever known. He has saved the lives of every member of the band many times over. Well, except for Ramdir, but he joined us only recently. And perhaps Maistal, who was able to fade into the background whenever danger threatens. And Rodwin generally can take care of herself, but he has saved some of us from time to time. Anyway, we can't leave Drafty to the torment of the orcs that have imprisoned him. We need to organize a rescue, but first, I need everyone to be ready for such a dangerous task. Kurafrun, help Kurafrun ready a new path for us to take. Convince Ramdir that we are safe for now. Find Eastrun and get his mind back to where it belongs. And what am I forgetting? Well, I've already talked to Istron, so I'm hoping that he will come back. Yes, our burglar. Yes, find Madao and help her come up with a plan to save Draftley. That is a lot to accomplish, but we will be in your debt. Alright, so complete all the quests for Curafon, Ramdir, Easterond, and Midal. I've already done Easterond's quest. Okay. Does it go through the sequence with Easterond slightly differently if you've already been here? I'm wondering. I guess that would be logical. I don't think I've ever came here first. Because I keep on thinking he sends you here, so you should come here first. But it looks like, and since they tell you to talk to him and do it, that you could do it in the other way around. Well, what about this moon guard here?
Well met, friend. My name is Ramdir, and I am a warden of Minas Ithil.
Oh, Minas Ithil. Why does that sound familiar? Yes, we seek to keep alive the memory of the Tower of the Moon and the virtues that it represents. Or represented. There are few of us left in these dark days, but that makes our charge all the more important. I have traveled with this band of adventurers ever since I met them in Kyrandros to the south. Our goals are not precisely aligned, but I could make the journey north on my own, and they profess the need for another protector on the road. I did not know how badly they needed it. They have not done the first thing for ensuring their safety at this camp. It's common cause enough for now. Do you see that great rock out there in the water? It is called Tol Brandir by the elves, but the men of my kind call it Tindruk. It is said to be unclimbable, but I worry that the orc archers will do some hurt if he managed to make it onto that perch. Swim onto Tindrock and circle it once, looking for any signs of orc presence. It would make me feel much more secure. Alright, so swim out to Tindrock looking for signs of an orc presence. Yeah. Okay, dokie. I suppose we can do that. Sandy footprints lead down to the water. Oh? Well, might be easier just for me to do the session play.
Those footprints are hobbit-sized. What became of our mutual friends on that dangerous day?
Well, that's a good question. And here is everybody. Why do you look so worried, Sam? You heard what Aragorn said. Frodo's just going to think about what to do for an hour, and then he'll come back and we'll all be set off to whatever direction he's decided. We've got a job to do after all. I'm sure Frodo will come up with something. Yes, we will go wherever Frodo goes, don't we, Sam? That's what we decided, even before we knew the far-off lands through which this road will take him. But nothing has changed that, has it? Well, in a minute that'll be changing, but that's another matter. Well, that is my vote as well. But if Frodo chooses something else, I will follow Frodo no matter what his choice. It will be if we deserted him, but I propose something different. I think Frodo should go east with 3 companions, myself and Gimli and Sam. Boromir should return to his own city with Legolas and Meriadoc and Peregrine. I know it isn't easy for your friends to hear, Sam, but I think it is the best course. Frodo has probably come to the same realization, that both ways are desperate. He may, in fact, be trying to decide which way is most desperate in order to make his choice more clear. I think that Aragorn does not fully understand Frodo, and I tell him that Frodo probably has no intention of going to Minas Tirith at all. He intends to go east, to Mordor, but he's afraid for those of the company that go with him. Well, you may be right, Sam. The hour is just about up. We should call for him. Boromir, where have you been? Have you seen Frodo? Well, yes and no. I saw him a ways up the hill, and I urged him to come with me to Minas Tirith. I grew angry, and he vanished, and I'd never seen anything like it. Oh, no. It has been half an hour, perhaps, or maybe an hour. I don't know. I don't know. Wait! We must divide in pairs. Oh, come back! Boromir, I don't know what your part on this is, but keep those hobbits safe. Oh, Sam, you're with me. All right, well, we must not get separated. Well, then don't run so fast. Okay. What do we do now? All right, let's go find Frodo. Hold on. Let's have some hobbit sense here. Frodo can't fly, and he has no gear, so he needs to come back to the boats. Back to the boats. I don't know how long it takes Strider to realize that I'm not with him. Well, let us get going. Back to the boats. Oh yeah, there are the boats right there. Hold on. One of the boats is One of the boats is ahead of us. Hey, Frodo! Mr. Frodo! Sam, what a nuisance you are. Don't you know that you can't really swim? Oh, what would you have done if I had not grabbed you? Sam, I need to go to Mordor alone. It's the only way. Well, yeah, you're going alone with me. Don't hinder me, Sam. The others will be back soon, and if they catch us, they will make us explain and argue, and I will not be able to resist. If we are going, we have to go now. Oh, Sam, you have spoiled my plan, but I'm glad of it. We were meant to leave together. That much is clear now. Let us be off. Let us be off. While reading that tale, I switched into something more suitable for swimming. So now let's head on out to this Tinge Rock and find out how likely it is that the orcs will be able to climb the thing. Well, some trees managed to get up there. Or more likely, they're seeds. I'm sure the trees didn't walk up there. Though, with some of the things that I met, I wouldn't discount completely the possibility of mobile trees. Now, let's have a look here. And start our way around the rock. I better be careful around here. Hey, is it really possible? I hope I can safely get around this place because I noticed that there is a bit of a cascade up ahead. So let's be careful of the current. Ah. Alright, looks like I did miss something. There is another rock there, so maybe the chances of getting dragged by the current are less than I thought before. Look at there. Those on the lookout. Now, let's swim it. This is going to be a harder swim. I'm going against the flow of the river. I have seen no evidence of orc presence anywhere around here. So I would presume that they concluded that they are not able to climb this thing, which is good. Even better if I had some way of knowing that they had no means to do so, but all I can think that unless they brought in some very, very advanced mining gear, or climbing gear, I guess is probably more appropriate. So I suppose that mining gear, they might try to cut in through the rock, but I don't think they got the patience for that much mining. I mean, hold on, what's this? Well, it looks like an orc made the attempt. This waterlogged body of an orc floats here. Judging from the state of the corpse and its position lodged up against the steep cliff, this orc sought to climb the tin rock but failed. If he didn't hit the cliff during the rapid descent, the impact with the water was enough to finish the attempt. Well, I'm confident that it also put the end to any other orc's desires to climbing the tin rock. Well then, it appears that someone tried but failed, thankfully. My conclusion is that the orcs are not going to be trying to climb that anytime soon.
You say the orcs have not managed to climb the tin rock.
That's good news. It would be a devastating perch from which they could rain arrows upon my companions. These are good people, Pinelore, even if they care more for glory and coin than for the ideals of the wardens of Minas Ithil. However, they are not cautious by half. I will stand by them as long as our paths are the same, but I tell you true, I will fear for the safety once we go our separate ways. All right.
There is a massive orc presence on Amon Hen.
How much do you know about this area? 2 hills rise on either side of the river, and between them is a torrent descends into Rauros. You can hear the falls from quite far away. Such is the power of the voice that it echoes between the slopes of the hills. The names of these hills are Amon Hen on this side of the river and Amon Hla on the far side. There are great stone seats in the crest of each hill, the seat of seeing on Amon Hen and the seat of hearing on Amon Hla. In days of old, great kings came to sit in those high places, and much was revealed to them. There is a massive orc presence upon Amon Hen, but just to the east of here. Climb the hill and defeat as many of the orcs as you can, and stand at the summit. if you look across the river, you will be able to see if Amanullah is the host of a similar orc presence. That will tell me what we may need to deal with. Alright, fine. So, go to Amanhen, deal with orcs, and look across the river. I suppose we can do that. And it looks like we also need to help Kufran here. And we also need to help Rodwin with her little problem. But I think that we shall save that for the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.